Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So this weekend's game between the Jets and the Bucs in MetLife Stadium, by the way, is going to be a huge test for Zach Wilson. And we know this, we know how good Tampa Bay is. They're 11-4 coming off of a Super Bowl championship. They have a great coaching staff. I mean, obviously Arians has done so much in the league, but even their coordinators, and we know one of them quite well, Todd Bowles, but both Bowles and Leftwich are going to be getting head coaching interviews this offseason. And then of course their roster, it's stacked. I mean, both offensively and defensively, it's a lot. It's a lot to handle. And then Tom Brady at quarterback as well. You can never just sweep that under the rug. So with Zach Wilson playing some pretty good football over the last 5 or so weeks, taking care of the football, only 2 interceptions in the last 149 attempts, that number just jumps right off the page at you. I mean, it's night and day from Zach Wilson earlier in the season, where I felt like every single matchup was just multiple INTs after multiple INTs. It was just a joke. He actually has 0 interceptions over the last 3 games. That's really important considering where we are in the season right now. In fact, I actually just did a video on that whole topic a couple days ago, but he's also growing within the offense. He looks more comfortable out there. It's looking like he's starting to understand what defenses are trying to do to him, and he's understanding what's going on, what's happening, where do I need to go with the football. He's going through his progressions. Bottom line, Zach Wilson has looked better in this chunk of the season as opposed to the first half or even the middle part as well, before the injury. And even you can make an argument post injury, like that first game after the injury against the Houston Texans, it was a little rough to start off, like no doubt about it. So knowing how good the Buccaneers are virtually in every aspect of football, knowing where Zach Wilson is right now, he's trending upwards, playing the best football of his rookie season, this game definitely feels like a final boss in a video game. It's going to take the Jets' best effort to hang in and compete with the Bucs. Again, Super Bowl champions a year ago. They have an awesome staff, a great roster. Tom Brady, of course, I hate to mention it, but Tom Brady as well. A veteran quarterback in Brady, a veteran head coach in Arians aren't going to walk into MetLife Stadium and lay down. They're not going to go in there with some like half-assed effort or anything like that. They're going to come in and really throw the kitchen sink at the Jets. I really do believe that. I think they're going to try to make a statement. Of course, the playoff picture is not set in stone in the NFC, so this is a big game for the Bucs. So I'm expecting a big effort from Tampa. And I mean, you take a look at the production, the ranks of this Bucs defense. They're 9th in points per game. They're 6th in touchdowns per game. They're 10th in yards per game. They're a top 10 team in the red zone. They're elite against stopping the run. This offense, I mean, the assumption is this offense is going to score points because they are a top 5 offense in the league. So the Jets are going to have their work cut out for them, for sure. But here's the deal. Here's why it's almost a win-win. Okay, call me crazy, but I think if Zach Wilson can just put up average stats in this game, I don't know, 20 of 31, 230 passing yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, something like that. To me, that's a win. Understanding the situation, understanding who we're playing, understanding what's on the line for Tampa Bay, I think, honestly, I would walk away from that game pretty impressed. Now, of course, the final score can't be 54-10 or some complete bludgeoning or something like that, obviously. But I feel like from an individual stat standpoint, Zach Wilson doesn't have to go out there and throw for 3 touchdowns to improve on his solid play that we've seen so far. I'm really not expecting a ton. Now, I will say this from a coaching perspective. I do want to see a lot of creativity. I want to see us play fearless. I don't want Tampa Bay to come in there with their foot on the gas pedal and really just trying to plow it into the end zone, going for 7 every single drive, and the Jets not attempt to do the same. I want us to go out there and let loose, give Tampa everything we have, open up the playbook, get creative, and really just, I mean, if it comes down to it, throw some haymakers, and see if they connect. I don't want us to strike out looking. If we're down 17-0 midway through the second quarter, I don't want that to be the end of the game. That has been a trend with this Saleh-led team that kind of has gotten under my skin in the earlier and midway parts of the season, where if we're down early, that's the game. I don't want us to see that in this matchup at all. I want us to fight for all 4 quarters and see what happens. But again, it definitely feels like there's that final boss feel. So it should be interesting to see how it all plays out. And and how this Jets offense looks against this stacked banged up but stacked Bucks defense. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are you expecting from Zach Wilson? Do you think he's going to go out there and light it up? Do you think he's going to, go out there and throw for multiple INTs or something like that? But even if that's the case, and by the way, I apologize about the noise. There's a lot of yard work going on outside here at the apartment complex. But if that's the case, it wouldn't be the end of the world knowing who we're playing and also what we're playing with as far as, the injuries, what's happening with the virus, who's going to all be there and everything like that. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.